Google's Antigravity just got a massive upgrade that will completely change the way you code with it. It will improve its ability to give you the exact result you want, and in today's video I'm going to show you how to set up this new utility. It's all about agent skills, which are now available inside Antigravity. So let me show you exactly what happened and why this is super important. If you don't know what agent skills are, these are an open standard that allows you to extend the capabilities of the agents. This is just a simple markdown file for each skill you want to create. Skills include instructions, best practices, and additional script or resources that the agent would use for its specific type of task. Very quickly, what this could be like could be a code review skill, like this markdown here. It could be, for example, a front-end design skill that allows the agent to create front-ends upon specific instructions. So this allows you to have a replicatable skill for each agent you use. The format is very simple. You have a file with the name of your skill. It includes a skill.md file that has the main instructions of the skill. This is the only thing that is required. You could have additional scripts that are optional and the agent could use them. You could have examples for implementations and also additional resources such as templates and other assets to use. This is very simply wrapped around a folder that is called my skill, and it is put inside the .agent/skills folder. So how does the agent use a skill? When a new conversation begins, the agent lists all of the available skills with their names and descriptions, and it activates a skill that is relevant to the task by reading the full skill.md file. After it does this and augments its context, the agent is able to follow the skills instructions while working on your task. Best practices: keep skills focused, clear descriptions, and you can use scripts as black boxes. So here we can see a reference of code skill review. It has a name, a description. It has this to differentiate name and description from the actual MD file that has very clear descriptions. You could find loads of skills online for free, or you could use AI to write new skills for your agents. So let's see how we can add it inside Antigravity. First of all, you want to download Antigravity, open up your project file, and then what you want to do is go ahead and select one of the two options. You could go ahead and have workspace specific skills inside the .agent folder of your workspace root, or you could add them globally for all of your workspaces, for all of your projects inside the tilde/.gemini folder where you can find Antigravity. Now in my case, I'm going to use only workspace skills. This is what I prefer. I have a central file for all of my skills on my desktop, and I just copy paste it on every new project. This allows me to know exactly which skills I use in each project, and also I don't have to search on this global workspace folder, which is very hard to find on Windows. So how can we begin? We're going to create this skill, the code review skill, just for demonstration. I also have another skill we will be adding. So we go ahead on Antigravity, create the .agent. We create a new folder, call it .agent. You could potentially have your own .agent folder. We're going to create another folder called skills, and inside this folder we're going to create our skill. So I'm going to create a new folder. I'm going to type it code review, and inside this we're going to create a skill.md file. So inside our code review file there is this skill.md file. We're going to go ahead and copy this description. So see code reviews, blah blah blah. Great. And when we open up a new workspace, for example, you could do this through the agent manager or through the chat, we can begin by writing code review. Let's do a code review of our code base. So let's see if it's actually connected. And we can see here that the first step that it's going to do is read the code review skill instruction on its own. I didn't add anything. And boom, it identified the components. It goes through my database to do the current request and do the code review of our, let's say, code base over here. Very, very nice. Now, if you're like me, you also have other skills. So for example, I have this front-end skill. Let's see how we can add it over to our code base. So I'm getting this front-end skill, which has a skill.md file. Control C, go inside the skills folder. You can also open it up in the Explorer. Just paste the folder with your front-end skill. Boom. Simple as that. So you see Antigravity is working to do a code review. I'm just going to stop it because I don't really need a code review right now. I don't want to burn my credits, just showing you a demonstration. To use the front-end skill, let's check out the Open Manager agent. We're going to select the religion chat, open up a new chat over here where we have the planning phase. I want you to improve the front-end design, change the color to black, change the main colors to black. chat. So let's run this. It analyzes the religion chat. It's really interesting that it doesn't go ahead to select my front-end skill, which is interesting. I expected it to go ahead and use my front-end skill, which really doesn't. That's interesting. So in some cases, the agent is not going to use the skill like the one here. So I would like to ask it to use my front-end skill. Please make sure to use my front-end skill. And okay, so we're going to explicitly ask it to use the front-end skill. So it goes ahead and finds the skill and goes ahead and uses it. This may happen sometimes to you. So if you see that the agent doesn't pick up the front-end skill, just make sure to ask it to use it. Okay, so I think that's very, very important. If for some cases it doesn't go ahead and actually use it. All right, so that's what you want to do with skills. You have replicatable skills that allows you to, design UIs, do code reviews, do whatever you want. So that's very, very important. So let's wait and see the result of these changes. I'm going to run the code and I'm going to run the system so you can review the result, and hopefully the skill is going to augment our result and have a very, very nice result. Again, Antigravity is one of the most amazing tools because it's completely free to use with very good limits across multiple models. You can even use Cloud Opus thinking here completely for free. However, the limits do apply and they're not very general and very, there's a very limited amount of requests you can do to Cloud Opus every single week. So change is made. What we need to do is run npm run dev. So let's go ahead and spin up a terminal. Boom, clearly open up a terminal. Recently, I have been using the agent manager for pretty much everything. It's really so easy to use, really lovely. I absolutely love it. So npm run dev, let's run it. And what we expect to see in changes is the deep obsidian color instead of light cream, alabaster. I don't even know what these colors look like. It's gonna be probably a little bit insane. So go to localhost 3000 to check the result. It's compiling our application. And yes, indeed, if you watch my previous videos where we worked on it, this is completely different. This is the sacred Bible. This looks so cool. So let's click I'm feeling anxious. Really love the messages here. Really beautiful, really clear. Loads the embeddings, shows us the result. This looks really, really beautiful. Really, really clean. The application looks beautiful, amazing. Really, really love it. So yeah, this is how you use the new agent skills. This is a superpower, especially if you work on full stack. You can have a backend skill, a database skill, a deployment skill, a code review, a pull request skill. You can really, specify all of the workflows you need to the agent perfectly, and you can then trust the agent a lot more than previously because it will follow your instructions. Thanks so much for watching, and I will see you on the next video. Bye.